if I even look back at my own master's, at the time, again, it was COVID. We couldn't do an interventional study. We all had to go and do a literature review. And I did my literature review on the effects of detraining and the effects of deconditioning, focusing more on athletes. So it was a time where, you could have Olympic level athletes, professional rugby players, footballers with no access to the gym. And what I wanted to know was, how would they detrain? How would they lose their muscle? And how would they lose their bone? And how would they lose, all the cardiac adaptations they'd made to aerobic training? And some of the best detraining studies are actually in bed rest, and some of them are in like NASA studies, people going to space in altered gravity. And what we learn about bed rest, it stuck with me. It's shocking. Within 2 days of lying in bed, the amount of your quad you lose is insane. Within, if you have an ICU stay, if you're a week or 6 weeks in ICU, or you have pneumonia, or you've fractured your hip and you spend prolonged time sitting, you're not weight bearing against gravity, you start to lose bone, you start to lose muscle mass straight away. And people often don't bounce back for that. So, again, a huge driver of the Masters program, as much as it is the art of coaching and the community and stuff we've created, it's us actually knowing the science and knowing, I naturally lose muscle mass as I age. I naturally lose bone mineral density. I can have these huge disuse events that accelerates this detraining, this deconditioning. So how do I prevent it? And if it's too late to prevent it, how do I treat it and get myself back on the way up, as opposed to continuing the way down?